What's up guys, 8BitSquid here and welcome to this tutorial on how to save and load using Playmaker for Unity. If you find this video helpful, please hit the like button and also hit that subscribe button to get more tutorials from me on Playmaker. So, obviously as you probably know, saving is really important, as well as loading. Be it from a basic game like Flappy Bird, saving high scores, to a complex game like Hollow Knight, where you have to save your player's position, how much money, how much health you have, where you are. I said position already, but yeah, items, skills, whatnot. So, we're going to go over two ways of saving, and there'll be one main method of loading. So we'll go through that. So we're going to have a physical location in the game, like in Hollow Knight, like the benches, and then a menu where you can save as well. And then it's a normal kind of title screen, load. You can use it any way you want. Okay, so got a very basic scene here. So let me show you how it will work. So at the moment I've got 0 cakes. So what's going to happen is I'm going to first show things. So obviously I started around here. Let's move to say here. I'm going to press S. This is going to pull up my little save menu here. You can set this up any way you want, but we'll click save. Okay, and we're going to close. So hopefully when I press escape, when we load back in, we're going to be here next to the tree. So I'm going to press escape. This is going to act like as my quit button. We're going to load back in and you can see it's saved our position. And let's put him under the tree. Press S, save, close it, escape it, and we're under the tree. And we can do the same for cakes. So we've got 10 cakes. Yeah, I'm going to press to open my save menu. In this case I'm pressing S, click save, I'm going to close it, exit out, go in. Now got, okay, I think something went weird there, so let's clear the player prefs. Don't know why that loaded 20. So click play. So we know the position thing is working, so let's go over here. We'll collect the cake. We are going to move to here. I think I know why it happened now. Okay, press S, we'll save, close, exit, load in, and we've got 10 cakes there. Okay, so we've got 10. So obviously the save menu there is working, and we'll click another one there to get 20. We're going to go here, and now when I press enter, we're going to get some particles up here to show it has saved, just like that. We can now escape. Now this is obviously a very basic load screen. I'll click, and we are now here, and that's it. So let's get it set up. So here's another scene I've got ready. So very basic thing. So let's set up our save screen first. So we're going to add a panel here. So we're going to do UI. We're going to add a panel. Obviously, it's best to make sure that you're scaling with screen size. So I'm going to call this save panel. Okay, it doesn't want to do that. Okay, why is it going to play mode? Okay, never mind. Okay, to save panel. All right, and I'm just going to give this a bit of color. Okay, now first thing I want to do is actually have, when it activates, we're going to freeze time. Because we don't want the game to keep letting our character move. So we're going to have scale time and set that to 0. I didn't say 10, I said 0. Okay, there we go. Okay. And then we're going to add 2 buttons. Call it save button. Let's copy that one, duplicate it, and call that one close button. Okay, and we'll move that down. Focusing on that. Let's pop it there. Also, you can make these any size you want to do. we'll put close. And then for here, save. Okay. So, close button, simple to do. Just hook that up now. Add an FSM. We want just 2. Wait for finished. Okay. And we'll call this close menu. And click on click. And we want a UI on pointer click event. And click finished. This will work with mouse or your finger touching a button on a phone screen. And then we want to activate a game object and also scale time. Scale time you can leave it at 1, and then we are going to, where it says activate, tick the box to change it to deactivate, specify game object, and choose save panel. And then with the save one, we're going to want to have 2 states. And link them together. Okay, we'll say on click. And then we'll say save data. Again, for this one, it's UI on pointer click. Send to finished. Did I do it on that one? Yes, I did. Good. Okay. And then here, we've got a few options. So we've got a player prefs. So if you're saving just a float, which is just basically like a number, just like an integer, you can use set float, and this will let you choose as many as you want. So you could say 50, and then it'll give you 50 spaces to save them. Okay, but in this case, because we're only using a few things, we're going to choose save variable. And we want 2 save variables, and then we're going to choose next. Something else we need is a get position 2D. Okay, so we'll start with get position 2D. So we're going to choose a game object. In this case, it's going to be our player. Now, if you don't want to save where your player is, if it's just a high score, you don't need this one. Okay, and then we're going to create a new global variable called player position. And we don't, not that one. I don't know why I've done that. It should be a new vector2 player position. Okay. So I've got 2 because of the example. So let's make sure I'm going to choose player pos. Okay. Okay. And now we need to have a key. Now a key acts like the password used to unlock that save information, so it can be saved and loaded. So for this one, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and because it's going to be a position, we want to choose vector2, not quaternion. Come on, I think my mouse is dying. And variable, we're going to then choose the same one as here, which is p with small os. There. And then here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is for saving the amount of cakes we collect. So this is going to be a float. Now this will work for like high scores as well. Okay. And a new variable, global, and choose cakes. Okay. And then we'll do a next frame event. Just to make sure that when it's done, it transitions back to the on-click so that it can be saved repeatedly. Because, you know, sometimes people forget to save and like to click a few times. Okay. And then we want to make sure that our menu will open. So we'll say this is a sit game. Okay. And then close menu. and we just want to add, sorry, not close menu, open menu. We're going to want 4 states here. Sorry, not 4 states, just 2 is enough. So we're going to have finished, and a finished one here. I think I actually forgot to name my save states here. Oh no, I didn't. No. Okay, good. Okay, so we say on key press. So I'm just going to have this. So when I press, get key down. So when I press the S key, it will open my save menu. Obviously, set it up how you want to do it. So, you know, maybe you have a button on screen, you can tap that button instead. You use on pointer click. It's going to finished. Okay. And then here we're going to activate game object and then next frame event. Okay, next frame event we'll say finished, put activate game object, and we're going to activate our save panel. And then we can actually just tick the box here to hide that. Now, because of the player position, we need to make sure we add set position. So we're going to add a new one here and say set pos. And then here just set position. And all we need to do here is set position 2D. And just choose, make sure we choose vector 2, the same one as that one, and use owner is fine. Okay, so that is done. That is how you will save using that one. Okay, now let's set it up for a physical location, and it's going to be just about identical. So we're going to add an FSM here, and we want another one there. So we're going to say on touch. We'll say on exit or enter. Okay, so we're going to choose finished, link it to here. Now we're going to want 2 events here. So I'll say finish on exit is fine. So we're going to add a finish to here and an on exit. And then one more state. We'll say save goes to there. And then here we'll have a finished. And it goes back to here. Okay, so on here we want a trigger and trigger 2D event and another one on here as well. Okay, so close that for now. So on here we want to set it to collide tag player. So you need to make sure that your player is tagged as player. How I've got it set up, I've got it on somewhere else, but I'll put a tag of player on here. Okay. And then what on trigger enter, and then we'll choose finished. And then on this one, we want the opposite. We want to do an on trigger exit. We go to tag of player, and we go on exit. So that means that if we had it on touch and then to here press a return, we could walk away from the save statue, and maybe it could be 5 minutes later, press enter, and it would save the game. And we don't want that. We want it to be when we are at that location. And then here we want to do what we did before. So we'll have a next frame event, save variable, 2 of them, set position 2D, not set position, sorry, get position 2D. And also, because I want to have a physical representation to show that the save has happened, I'm going to have an activate game object here. So activate game object, I'm going to choose the particle system. Like I said, it's very basic. get position, set specific object, player, and then vector 2, set it to this one here. And then we want to remember our numbers, so you need to remember your keys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this was for a vector 2, and my player POS, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 was for my float of cakes. Now you best double check, because you don't want to have different, because then it will get mixed up with the information. Okay, so just make sure it's finished, and the next run event finished. Okay, let's save that. Let's make sure my player prefs are cleared. Nope, not shortcuts, go away. Clear all player prefs. Okay, so that's the saving done. Now, for loading. So here I just have a very basic thing. Just a button there. So let me zoom in. Okay, so let's set this up and then we'll see it all working. So we just want 2 states. And we'll say on click, load. Okay, so on click, we just want UI on pointer click. Choose finished. And then here we want to, instead of save player prefs, we want to get player prefs load variable. We want 2 of those. And then we want to have a load scene. Okay, so I like to do mine by name, because if the index number changes, it's going to change that. So I do that. So I say game. So by name, obviously it's whatever you call it here. So I say game here. Or if it was in build settings, let me get rid of my examples here. So say we had load here, game there. Load, you then put 0. Game would put number 1. If it was by index, I'd put 1. But I always prefer name, because then if it changes, it'll just load it automatically without any problems. Okay, so we'll put the player prefs first. So we want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then it's a vector 2, load, player POS. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A float. And that will be our cakes. We'll save that. And now it is all set up. So you can test it out. Let's just test it out ourselves here. So we'll click play. Obviously, when you're testing, make sure you add the scenes to your build in build settings, otherwise it will not work. And make sure that you this is the pointer click event is on finished. So we'll click on that. Right, so we've loaded our player. Actually, because of that problem there, let's just fix that. So what you want to do is go to, if you're doing this for your player, you want to make sure that the variable is set to the same as here for the vector 2. So let's go to our vector 2. Player POS, and you see, because it's 0, 0, he's going to start there and drop. So wherever you want your player to start is what you want to have in here. Okay, so that's now sorted. Okay, so go out to the load scene, hit play, and it won't teleport the character to the 0, 0 mark and drop down. So you see, we start there. Okay, so I'm gonna go here, and let's just make sure it works. We'll click save, close, and now hopefully, there we go. You see, we're now in that position. So let's collect the cakes, go under the tree, press S, save. You can see that he cannot move now, no animations. We'll close it, starts again. Press escape, and you see I'm there. So when I collect the cake, make sure it works here, press enter. I think I missed something on that one. Let me double check. Oh yes, oops. Game, forgot to add that one there. So we'll go to Green Rock, Playmaker, and we need to add get key down. Choose return. Send event finished. Okay, and we cleared play at Prefs. I'm going to keep this in the video just so to show you that, you know, it's easy to make mistakes. Okay, so we're going to go to the load scene, save, hit play. Now it's all working. Alright, it's very easy to forget to do things like hook up things. So we know that this is working. Let's double check. Click one cake, click save, close, escape out of the game. Yep, that's working. Okay, we'll click another one. We'll go here, press return, and still what's not working now? Oh, okay, it's gone to page up for some reason. I'm pretty sure my mouse is broken, so okay. Let's finally get it right this time. Come on. Actually, I didn't even use my mouse for it. I said return. For some reason, I don't know why it's jumping down there. I want what's up here. Return. Right. Okay, perfect. Alright, so we know that part's working, so let's go from here. The load is working. Okay, go there, press enter, saves, quit the game, load in, and there we go. Perfect. So a couple of mistakes, forgetting to hook things up, but that is completely normal, so don't worry about making mistakes like that. Okay, and hopefully you found this useful for saving. If you have any questions, leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will try to answer. Also, you could consider joining my Discord. There's a link in the description, and I'll also put a link in the top comment as well. I'll pin a comment with that if you have any questions. And again, if you like this video, please hit the like button, and if you found it really helpful, hit that subscribe button to get more tutorials for Playmaker with me. And until next time, 8-bit squid out.